Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Lala Reacts. I am Lala. This is my first reaction video. I watch these videos all the time and I love watching reactions, and I'm like, I want to get into this. I do already have a channel if you want to check me out. It's like beauty content and stuff like that. I'm monetized over there, but we're starting fresh here. I love watching TeaAshmiracle, Impressive, Coffee City sometimes. Y'all know, like those type of tea spill pages. I even kept up with like Crystal Nicole and Tory Lanez trial, August with the Shade, Armand Wiggins, those type of videos. So if you're interested, this is definitely the channel for you. So today we're doing TeaAshmiracle. Nicki tricks fans, saves Barty's career, Doja humiliated, Meg removes Latto shelved, all this. And I keep up, so just, you know, assume I'm in the loop, okay? I know what's going on, okay? Okay, I hope this works out well. Let me know if you guys need me to change my angle in the next video. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. By the way, with TeaAshmiracle, I do agree with her most of the time. I would say about 60 to 70%. She can be really mean, but she's really funny, and I love the names that she gives people. Like Champagne Thickums has me dying every time, so.
This is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. Now, Nicki Minaj posted a video of her, Papa Bear, Deb, and Kenny, and also fans are hoping that Nicki Minaj can come save Cardi B's career. Now, Nicki Minaj posted this video. Some fans are saying, oh, she tricked everybody, and saying that, you know, she and Kenny weren't having relationship issues when she tweeted, yes, single. Other fans feel like, you know, this was a PR stunt and that she was trying to take shine away from Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B and Scratch Off, who recently released music, okay? You know,
why would she need to take attention away from any of the other girls? We're talking about Nicki Minaj, the international superstar who is selling out tours left and right, completely sold out the first leg in America, is selling out overseas, is coming back to do a second leg. I actually have tickets for the second leg. I'm going to Miami. Woo woo. Well, I live in Miami, so I'm going to the Miami show. But anyways, why would this woman of this stature need to do PR stunts to distract y'all from? Let's continue.
No, I don't think that it was a PR stunt. She might have tricked y'all, but she ain't tricked me, okay? You know, I love Nicki, but I definitely don't think that, you know, there was nothing going on. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. Because she didn't even announce a single. Where's the single if it was about the music? That don't make no sense. So intuitively, I do feel like she was having issues with Kenny, and they're back together now. But in any relationship, people break up, get back together, break up, get back together. And, you know, that's normal part of any relationship, whether you're famous or not. The only thing, though, is for Nicki, it would be cheaper to keep him. No shade. Okay? You know, the breakup is going to cost. Look at Wendy, look at Mary J. Blige, and, you know, Halle Berry, and all the other women who have to cough up a coin. And even Nicki's peer, Ariana, had to cough up a coin during her divorce. You know, it's going to cost. It might be cheaper to keep them around. And I'm sure Nicki Minaj wants her family. I'm not saying that she don't love Kenny and don't want her family. Of course she wants her family. But strategically and financially, it's going to cost. Whether you're worth over $100 million or not, people always have to pay out if they're the breadwinner. That's just how it works, especially in the courts. Now, moving on.
I feel like we be reaching as fans, as people on the outside looking in, we be reaching. Sometimes the reaches are worth it, especially this girl. There's been times like Ash will say something and I'm like, there's no way. Or I just disagree with her and I'm like, how's she know? And then it turns out she was right. But in this instance with Nicki Minaj, I think y'all know Nicki be high. She probably was drinking too, who knows? She was in her feelings one night. She was talking about Papa Bear. And it happens to all of us. When I drink and I'm going through something, I will show like emotion. So I don't blame her for doing this. She's human. It doesn't automatically have to mean that she's getting a divorce. Like, people be going way left. But it was suspicious, I can admit, when she said yes, single, ... and nothing else, and still hasn't addressed that. But again, maybe she was in her feelings and just was like, you know what, never mind. Because there's been times like I've been in my feelings and I put something on my Instagram story and then I delete it when I sober up the next day. So it's like, let her be a human. Nicki posted the video, they were getting on a plane, she's still with her husband. Let's leave that alone, okay? Like,
to Botch and Bitter and Nicki, fans are begging Nicki to work with Cardi B because the Wannabe remix flopped, okay? As we previously discussed.
No. We do not need any more Nicki and Cardi B. I know people keep saying, oh, it'll be good for the culture, blah, 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 blah. No, we don't need it. Cardi B ruined her chance, okay? Nicki delivered that beautiful motorsport verse. Cardi B, the Migos, they all ruined it. They ruined the experience for Nicki and somewhat the Barbs, but yeah, no, I don't think they need to work together. Cardi B needs to worry about whip shots.
Fans are tweeting they could have been such a duo. A collaboration between these two would go number one, which is facts.
It would.
You know, I do feel like if Cardi B and Nicki Minaj release a collaboration right now, not 10 years from now, right now, it would go number one. Okay? But the thing is, I feel like the damage has kind of already been done. And Nicki don't need Cardi B. Cardi B needs Nicki Minaj. Let's just be completely honest. Nicki Minaj, her album went number one. Her singles have been doing well. She's on a sold-out world tour. Cardi B can't even sell out the EBT experience. Her features are all flopping. You know, she did get a top 10 with Dr. Miami.
EBT.
But other than that, people haven't really been paying attention to her. She needs Nicki Minaj more than Nicki Minaj needs her. And that's just what it is. I don't need them to collab. Now, moving on to Botch and Bitter. It is not looking good for the Queen of Surgery because she unfortunately has failed to sell out the EBT experience, which I believe is in a few weeks, okay? Because I believe the EBT Awards is in a few weeks, and the EBT experience is on June 28th, I believe, okay? Or around that time. And there are still seats left. We got Sexy Red, Gunna, DeVito also performing, and it's still not sold out. I'm like,
why is that? Because that's so many names. I feel like just saying Cardi and Sexy Red alone, you should be okay, maybe not them two alone, but with Gunna and the other artists, like I think Burna Boy too, they should have been able to sell this out already. This is not the first time that she has mentioned this not selling out. And from the first time I heard her talk about this should have been sold out already. If Meg sold out so quick, like those few shows that she did or whatever, when she first announced her tour, why is it that this hasn't sold out? And it's not even a tour, it's like a concert. I went to iHeart Jingle Ball and off Nicki alone, like it was full of barbs. That thing sold out quick. So why is it that the BET experience can't sell out? What is happening?
Goodness gracious, what is going on? Section 8 Gang is the worst fan base in hip-hop. The worst fan base. They don't buy her music and they don't buy tickets to see Botch and Bitter perform. Which is really weird because she is a Grammy award-winning artist. She got 5 diamond records.
The video of her shaking
you know,
is
fans
hilarious.
have been complaining about, you know, the recession and the cost of living going up. You know, if I was the EBT Awards, since I can't get Nicki Minaj because she's done
The
with
cost
them,
of living,
I
but
would
people
try
are
to
going to other
replace
shows.
Botch and Bitter with Doja Cat. Okay? Replace Botch and Bitter with Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, and them tickets are going to sell out because Megan got the sympathy train
Maybe
behind
Megan.
her. And Doja Cat is a phenomenal performer. I think she's a better
Awards.
performer than Botch and Bitter. So, you know, I think that's a great idea. I don't know why they would ask her to headline, especially since she don't got no new music out. That was really stupid. I mean, the Dr. Miami record is not really a hit, so I don't really understand how she was able to headline. I know her management and Titanic Records probably pulled some strings, but I didn't hear EBT. They're not too happy about this. They thought that Botch and Bitter was going to be able to get the EBT experience sold out, but she just don't have enough steam. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat is the first female rapper to have 10 songs reach 600 million streams on Payola. Congratulations to Doja Cat. And also, it has been announced that Doja Cat's Scarlet is now eligible for platinum in the U.S. for selling over 1,000 units in the country.
How do y'all feel about the Scarlet album? I listened to about 70% of it, and I was like, oh, it's whatever. I do think like the lead singles, Paint the Town Red, Agoria Hills, even Demon, I think they were good songs. I don't listen to Paint the Town Red and Demon because it just gives me too much dark energy, but I do fucks with Agoria Hills. So I just realized my chair is very squeaky. We're gonna have to fix that. We gotta get a new chair if I'm gonna be doing this type of content.
But I'm like, that should have been platinum though. I mean, why is it just going platinum? That came out last year in September. We are now in June of, you know, the following year. I don't understand how it's just going platinum. That don't make no sense. She do 1 billion streams every time she drop. I mean, this is humiliating. No shade to Doja Cat, but how are you just going platinum when your album almost came out a year ago?
I feel like because there's someone else, they just went, I think it's Latto. The 7/7 album just went gold, I think. It just went gold. It's been like, what, 2-3 years? I feel like it takes them longer because they depend on streams. They don't depend on sales. When your things get certified, these different certifications, it's mostly because of your sales from my understanding. So I think that's why Doja's took so long, and even Latto's like, isn't Pink Friday 2 platinum already? It's at least gold, but let me see if it's platinum. Yes, Pink Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj is certified platinum. Yeah, she did get the certifications on stage, right? So yeah, I don't know. These girls ain't selling out here.
It should have been platinum. For all the records that you break, this don't make no sense to me. Now, moving on to Megan Thee Stallion. She thanks Gorilla Glue on Instagram. She said, I love the bond that me and Gorilla Glue have built these past few weeks. You are my sister for life. Okay? Didn't she used to call Botch and Bitter her sister? I guess she replaced Botch and Bitter with Gorilla Glue. And with that being said, you know, fans do want Gorilla Glue and Megan Thee Stallion to do a joint EP. I've been seeing a lot of tweets about that. I mean, here's my thing. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion, she attaches herself to anything that is hot in the moment. Okay? For instance, when Botch and Bitter was hot, you know, she did what with Botch and Bitter. Okay? She thought Botch and Bitter was still hot, did Bozos. She did the same thing with Dua Lipa. Remember when Dua Lipa was popping? Then they did Sweetest Pie. Y'all don't remember that? You know, she attaches herself to any person that's hot in the moment. And Gorilla Glue was popping. I don't feel like she's not as popping, but, you know, she's still not one of the main girls in female rap, in my opinion. I don't think she's hotter than Sexy Red, Doja Cat, or Nicki Minaj. But, you know, she had Yeah Glow. and that was a poppin' song. So I do see why Megan Thee Stallion wants to attach herself to Gorilla Glue, because she won't do with Ice Spice or Sexy Red because of their relationship with Nicki Minaj, or the fact that they're not dissing Nicki Minaj like the other female rappers are. So it's a chess move. Now, moving on to Scratch Off. Scratch Off is not too happy with the lack of success with Mistress Service, okay? As we know, she dropped Mistress Service with Megan the Pass Around and Flo Milli, and I think it did 300,000 in its first day on Paylify. Didn't really do too well on any other streaming platform. But Scratch Off is not too happy about this because she wants to drop an album. And unfortunately, if she don't find a hit song, she can get dropped from her label. Okay? And I honestly think Scratch Off needs to get dropped. I think she's benefiting off being, you know, somewhat pretty and light-skinned, just like Sweetie. Sweetie also should get dropped from her label. If you're not putting up the sales, you shouldn't be getting a major push. And you definitely shouldn't be able to drop music under a major label when there's other...
I do not feel like Saweetie needs to be dropped. I think Saweetie makes good music for her lane. She's in like the girly turn up lane, like pretty girl music, something you listen to while you and your girls are getting ready to go out, or while y'all on the way out, or just to be cute and make videos and stuff like that. I think she's good in her lane. Her music doesn't... We know Sweetie is not the most lyrical. She's not freaking Nicki Minaj or Lauryn Hill. But when you have the talent, you have the lyricism, which Latto has, quote unquote, even though she's been exposed for using writers and references. But the girl can rap, and she's still not selling. So it's obviously something that the audience is not connecting with her. And I personally think it's her brand, Latto itself, is just like really gimmicky. It gives off trying so hard to be quote unquote ghetto, I guess, trying to be hood, trying to be, you know, like a hood chick, when we're looking at her and we see like this blonde Sophia Richie looking girl. Like, so I think a lot of people don't really get a genuine vibe from her, so they can't really connect with the music.
The artists that deserve to have your budget and get a major push, like Normani, okay? Or I think our Santa Colorist should re-sign Tinashe and give her a major push. I mean, Nasty is doing better than Scratch Off's Mistress Service, and she didn't even put out a remix. I think Scratch Off is benefiting off being light-skinned and pretty, and that's how she's able to maneuver in the industry. But the talent is lackluster, the music is lackluster, and the sales are definitely lackluster. So I definitely think she needs to get dropped.
Dropped.
Uproxx named Queen Bee the biggest musician in the world, and names Two Hands to Heaven one of the best songs of 2024 so far. They said the foundation of B's music has always been love, and on Cowboy Carter's Turning Point, Two Hands to Heaven, the biggest musician in the world finds herself at ease. Next to the one she loves most, lyrically, Two Hands to Heaven is instantly one of B's more vulnerable deep cuts, but sonically the song encapsulates the feeling of driving down a Texas road, hands in the air, with the love of your life by your side. Okay? Now, I don't know why these publications keep saying Two Hands to Heaven is one of the best songs of 2024. Maybe I gotta re-listen to the song, but I don't feel that way. You know, Paylify said the same thing.
Me either.
I mean, I don't even hear nobody talking about that song. I mean, where are they getting the best song of 2024?
I don't even know which song that is.
I'm hoping that Queen Bee is not paying publications to say this. Okay, because that's a lot.
I listened to the I listened to this Cowboy Carter album, and I thought it was good, but like Ash has said too, and I agree, the the replay value is not there for me personally, because I don't want to hear country music, even if it is a little poppy R&B-ish. I just don't want to hear it, but I can't admit that it's a good album. But the only songs that I can think of off the top of my head is Texas Hold'em, 16 Carriages, the Bounce on That Dance, River Dance. And that's it. Those are the only ones I could think of. Like,
but as for her being one of the biggest musicians in the world, yes, that's an obvious. It would be her, Nicki, Taylor, who else? Champagne Thickums, Kung Fu Kenny. I mean, they're all the GOATs right now. So that's an obvious. I don't understand, why they even had to mention that. Obviously, she's going to be one of the greatest musicians of all time, dead or alive. Okay? She's a legend. So that goes without saying.
Facts.
Now, it has been announced that this week, unfortunately, X has made likes private for everybody to better protect their privacy. That's what, X is saying. That's what Elon is saying. It has been reported that you will still be able to see posts you've liked, okay? But you cannot see other posts that other people have liked, okay? A like count and other metrics from your own posts will still show up under notifications. You will no longer see who liked someone else's posts. Now, allegedly, a lot of people believe that this is being done because people tend to like, sexually explicit videos or content. But I think that this is going to further push bots amongst the community. And that way, artists or a big account won't be able to get exposed for using bots. I think that this was a strategic plan because Elon said he was going to get rid of spam and bots on this platform, but unfortunately he never did. And I think for certain celebrities, they're going to need bots to like their posts so that when they make album announcements or when they announce that they have music, it could look like it's highly anticipated if it has a lot of likes.
Meg.
Okay?
Sorry.
And then the tweet will go viral. I think that is the ultimate goal. I think this has a lot to do with bots are going to be pushed further on that platform. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, the next thing on the docket is Cardi B is putting out a song with Peso Pluma called Put It on the Surgery Table. Put It in the Fridge. It's coming out June 20th. So that is on a Thursday.
Child.
Let me know how y'all feel about that, if you guys are excited about this collaboration. I don't listen to Peso Pluma.
Me either. I don't know who he is.
I did listen to Shakira. I still do. But the Shakira and Cardi B collaboration was kind of trash. No shade.
It was boring.
It feels like Cardi B is trying to do like a feature run. That's what it comes off to me as. Like she's trying to do it.
Let's see if she says this after me. Probably not. I don't know. But I said this today. I was thinking about it. I'm like, this girl, like they always say like she's watching Nicki, and I totally believe it. This is exactly what Nicki did for her rollout. Like she waited and her team saw everything that Nicki did, and now they're doing it.
Feature run, but the features aren't hitting. The features aren't giving what they're supposed to give. But I ultimately think that Cardi B got to do like a collaboration with Queen Bee or like a collaboration with Doja Cat for people to really care. I don't think people really care right now. And there's no shade. Now, moving on to Euphoria, the TV series. They said season 3, which is scheduled to be filmed later on this year, allegedly, will not be set in a high school, which makes sense because, no shade, I think a lot of them were seniors and juniors in season 2. Okay, if I remember correctly, because the last season came out like 3 years ago. But a lot of people are thanking Kung Fu Kenny, saying that his impact with the beef with Champagne Thickums made Euphoria start filming for another season. because Kung Fu Kenny put out that song Euphoria, which was a double entendre because Champagne Thickums
entendre
is an executive producer for Euphoria, okay? And then on top of that, the show is about high schoolers and teenagers. And
probably moved a little bit. My camera died, but let's continue.
And Champagne Thickums has been accused of dating or sleeping with underage girls. So, you know, a lot of people are thanking Kung Fu Kenny for his impact, you know, during the beef as to why Euphoria is getting filmed this year, okay? But the show won't officially come out to 2025. That's what they're saying. So you still won't see the show this year, but it will get filmed allegedly later on this year. My whole thing is, though, I don't know if I care anymore. No shade. I love Zendaya. I usually always support anything Zendaya's in, but I don't know if I really care. You know, it was like 3 or 4 years ago with the last season. And then Anus, one of my favorite characters on the show, died. So I don't know if I care this time around, but let me know if you guys will be watching. Now, Camilla the Rain.
I don't care about Euphoria. I don't watch it. I'm just not really into, like, ever since I've gotten a bit older, I don't really watch high school setting type stuff. But at least they're taking the set out of high school because, like, from what I hear and see, they be, like, doing, like, drugs and stuff. I'm like, kids now are a little soft. Like, they don't need to be seeing this type of stuff. Who knows what they're going to think and process and take from the show and execute out in the real world. Plus, with Drake being the executive producer, yeah, he don't need to be worried about no high school stuff after what we've heard about him. So,
guys will be watching. Now, Camilla the Racist decides to put out the track list for her album that nobody really cares about. She got collaboration with Playboy Cardi. Obviously, the I Love It record, He Knows, featuring Lil Nas X. I thought that song was trash. She got a song called Dade County Dreaming featuring JT and Carisha. Then she got 2 songs with Champagne Thickums and his Botch BBL, Hot, Uptown, Ugly. So let me know if y'all gonna check out this album. I probably won't. I don't listen to Camilla the Racist. No shade. And then on top of that, I mean, like, I'm not really impressed with the 2 singles that she put out. You know, if the 2 singles she put out were fire, then it would have made me want to listen to the album. But the song with Bottom Nas X was trash. And then the songs with Playboy Cardi, I Love It. I didn't care for that record either. That song was kind of trash. And I'm sure the Champagne Thickums songs are going to be trash too, because he's been putting out trash music all 2024 except for Family Matters.
I don't listen to her like that. I'm gonna listen to the City Girl song. I'm from Miami. I'm a fan of JT. I was a fan of the City Girls, but I'm a fan of JT now. Carisha by herself, you know, I support my black sisters, but she got a lot going on. Okay, she be having a lot going on. But once it gets to this part of the videos, I kind of tune out. But I'm gonna watch them for the sake of this reaction video.
To Normani the Superstar, her new album Dopamine is coming out tomorrow. We will be streaming. She also dropped her track list. Big Boy, Still, All Yours, Lights On, Take My Time, Candy Paint, Grip, 159, Distance, Tantrums, Little Secrets. And I don't understand how Wild Side is on this album. Came out like 3 years ago. But I'm going to let it slide for Normani. Okay, because I know she needs all the sales she can possibly get.
Agreed.
Okay. Hopefully she releases a music video when the album drops. If she doesn't, you know, it definitely won't help her album at all. Because at the end of the day, none of the 2 singles that you put out have charted. Let's just be 100% 1000. Candy Paint, loved the record. Been listening to it nonstop. But it flopped, and so did 159. So, you know, hopefully she gets a push when the album drops, because it looked like RCA and the Colorist gave her budget to Victoria Monet. That's what it looks like. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And have an amazing day.
Okay, y'all, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about these topics today? Let me know down below in the comments. Like I said earlier about Nicki, I feel like we need to just stop assuming and let stuff happen. Like I feel like she was probably just lit and venting. Sorry if y'all hear that train. I live next to a train track. I do not think her and Cardi need to work together again. I think that ship has sailed. I think they should just, if they make amends or something behind the scenes and, you know, become semi-cordial or just hash the beef, fine, so be it. But more music, I think that would be way too corny, and I think the situation went so far. I just feel like that ship has sailed and it should just not happen. Latto being shelved, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. I feel like a lot of people hype her up on the internet. She gets a lot of hate too on the internet, but I do see in like certain blog pages, like they hype her up, but when we talk about the numbers and stuff, nothing is adding up. 7 is like her most streamed and sold song thanks to John Cook. We all know how that goes. Like K-pop, like we know how that goes. So I don't think Beyonce's Two Hands to Heaven was the song of 2024 so far. If we had to pick, Coco, he's trying to squeak his toys. If we had to pick a song of 2024, like let's be real, Not Like Us would be that song. Lyrically, I would pick Euphoria, but Not Like Us is like the song of the year so far. Like let's just be real. But anything, even Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter is smacking more than whatever this thing is. But that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion. And that was mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Let me know any feedback you guys want to give me down below. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoy doing this. I know I gotta fix the lighting. I can see it's a little off. We're gonna get it together. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.